Hello universe, by ERIN, ENTRADA, full book review. Let's get started. Alright, so what is this book about? Firstly, let's read the blurb. Virgil Salinas is shy and misunderstood, but Lycia Somerset is clever and stubborn. Cory Tanaka tells fortunes and can read the stars. Chet Bullens is the biggest bully in the neighborhood. They aren't friends, they're practically strangers. But when Chet pulls an unthinkable prank on Virgil and his pet guinea pig Gulliver, these four middle schoolers are thrown together in surprising ways. I'm not sure about Chet, but yeah. So, is this just a coincidence, or are some things meant to be? Think about it first, in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just pause the video. I can't afford content. Anyways, let's get started on the episode. So here today we got some things that sort of happened. People don't think of themselves as personally good. Some people actually think of themselves as on the high extremes of good, like pure good, and others think of themselves as pure evil and no sign of good in them. But everyone has a sign of good in them. They just see the other side. They reject to see good, and this sort of made me think about it. Here in Hello Universe, everyone thinks of themselves as pure good or pure evil. But in different cases, people don't think about it like that way. I mean, Virgil has a guinea pig, and this only happens in 2 days. The last day of school and the first day of summer. But mostly it's this first day of summer. But either way, they're pretty good. People don't think of themselves as great. They all have their weaknesses. Even Chet knows that. But people try to overcome their weaknesses and literally fail to overcome their weaknesses, like phobias or something. So yeah, people might think of themselves as pure. Okay, why am I keep repeating this? So let's just start with the plot first. Chet Bullens goes to Virgil Salinas, while Virgil Salinas was ordered by Cory Tanaka to get 5 stones, each of a different size. And then Valencia Somerset, the girl of Virgil's dreams, literally, comes to Cory Tanaka, says her name is Renee Somerset, for that matter, and go all the way to the world. Well, they go all the way to there, and then they talk about each other, and they have a little chat, and a lot of rejections, and then a little offer of help from Valencia Somerset. And that's the problem here. People don't tend to think of themselves as great and awesome as they once used to be. But in other ways, people think of themselves as that. Many think that Virgil is quiet and atrocious. Yes, he is. But in some cases, I think a lot of people would just miss the point of Virgil. We know what Virgil feels because we're literally inside him. But others in the story don't actually see him as they do. We think of ourselves to be only humans. That's far from the truth. Virgil doesn't think of himself as the only human, but he does think of himself as misunderstood, the most misunderstood person in the whole wide world. It's bad. We know that a lot of people have misunderstood in centuries of history. But in the misunderstanding of all that, people don't even see what that person actually is. We think of people as unstoppable. Here they learn that they aren't unstoppable. They are stoppable, for a while at least. And when Chet throws Virgil into the well with his guinea pig, Gulliver, and the bottom of the ladder is missing, well, that's his new chance of things. So yes, Virgil has to win inside and meet Ruby San Salvador, who literally helps him to get hopes up. So, yeah, how does it work? People don't think of themselves as great sometimes, but in other cases, we do think of them as great. I think some people are just better than others. Some people aren't better than others. Everyone is equal. Virgil Salinas learned that the hard way. He lived inside a well for a while, at least a few hours. And when he's finally rescued by his friends, Kaori Tanaka, Jen Tanaka, Kaori's little sister and assistant, and the girl of his life, Valencia Somerset, he doesn't think of it as a coincidence. He almost thinks of it as fate, until he remembers coincidences sometimes do exist. So how does this work? I mean, he's rescued with a jump rope that Jen got from the house just before they left. Then the story's over. Virgil did 3 things. Firstly, he told Chet Bullens, who keep calling him Retardo, to stop calling him Retardo. If he did, he'll regret it, which actually made Chet Bullens a little quaver and run away. Become a little bit afraid of Virgil. Told his mother to stop calling him Turtle because he just won't poke out of his shell. Like this. I can't poke on my shell. And only when he does poke out of his shell, that's just rare. But now that he told his mother to stop calling him Turtle, she realizes what he actually is. Then he tries to say hello to Valencia, fails right after he was being rescued. He was rescued by the 3 girls, Valencia, Jen, and Kaori. But the next day, he texts hello to Valencia. And that's where the book literally ends. So what does this book teach us? Actually, it just gives us a lot of questions to make our opinions. For me, is fate real? Or is coincidence real? Or are both of them true? Are there such things as interference with others? Is there such a thing as fortune telling on the stars? Does even fortune telling on the stars even work? Constellations are real, so I'll take that out. And how can one small boy change a whole wide world? Turns out a few words of courage, even one of them, could sprout up some courage and a little bit afraid into the enemy of one person. And that's exactly how it works. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you next episode. Schnan out. Peace.